Welcome to another episode of Thought OPPS. I am one of your hosts. My name is Steel Biz. It's going to be written across the top. My co-host, go ahead, introduce yourself.
EJ Breeze. Hope everybody had a wonderful, positive week because I didn't. So
yeah, okay. Don't throw that energy out in the air.
hating.
But I had a pretty decent week.
Hater.
Yeah, but we got a guest today. No, I'm joking. Yeah, we don't have a guest today, so it's just me and Eric.
Just how y'all like it.
Yeah, so we gonna do the show together. Just so my week. Let me see. My week was okay. I had a decent week. I've been doing a lot of writing. Haven't been reading because I was reading that book. I'm like almost done with the book, but then I had to came to realize I have something that I need to work on. Something I'm writing. Something for you people.
Is it something interesting?
Something very interesting. I'm rewriting something.
Do I know anything about it?
Yes, you do know about it. So, yeah. So I'm writing, and it's going to be like an announcement behind what I'm writing and everything. No, it's not a book, but it's based on a book. And trying to get that together. And
You letting secrets out and everything?
no, I got a bad news today though. My uncle passed. Sorry to hear my Uncle Trevor in Jamaica. So pour out a little something for my Uncle Trevor.
Prayers
to the family. Prayers to my cousins. Prayers to my cousin Warren, his son. Prayers to my father. That's his brother. And like it's always bad news to hear that somebody a great man. Passed. He was in Jamaica, so my father and my mother have to fly home. I don't know if I'm flying home. I don't think so right now, but I don't know. So prayers for my family based on my uncle passing. How was your?
Well, I'm here to cheer you up, buddy. Old pal.
And our guests right here. Here to cheer us up too. Go ahead.
Well, my week, same old stuff, man. I'm not gonna lie, people. A lot of times we have good weeks. A lot of times we have bad weeks. Had a bad week. Been taking L's all week. It's part of life. A lot of people always want to say, well, give you positive advice. I'm not trying to hear nothing positive right about now. I just want to be negative and wallow in my negativity.
Okay, yeah, nobody want to hear that.
Yeah, I don't want to hear no positive. I don't want to hear nothing positive, nothing.
Okay, but I got positivity. But so what we're gonna be talking about later in the show, as far as like weekly, as far as like the week entertainment topics, radio DJ Envy, what's going on with him? Suzanne Summers passing, but really the Suzanne Summers, sorry about Suzanne Summers passing, but really I just wanted to just have a flashback moment talking about older shows back in the day, and also Suge Knight looking to launch a podcast from prison, so I want to talk about that too. So stay tuned. Okay, so this is the book portion of the show.
So what are you reading, Terrence?
I'm not reading anything right now. We already talked about the fact that I'm not reading anything. I'm reading.
So why are you talking about books?
I'm talking about the shows. No, I'm just talking about books that I've read. So the reason why I chose these two books.
So these old books.
Old books I've read. The Awkward Black Man and Land of Big Numbers. The reason why I chose these two because these are books of compilation stories that I've read. Stories that this is by Walter Mosley. So this is like. Every story in this book is about a black man and different things that he goes through, and just him being awkward and just being because the stories aren't really about like he's black per se, but it's kind of like everybody have like a story in the book. I read it a while back, so I can't remember each story, but it was like everybody have like a particular story in the book, and they're all black men, and it's like relatable to being awkward black men. So and another book, this book. I read a while back too. It was not. I didn't like this. I didn't love this book, but it was Land of Big Numbers.
What are you talking about then?
Because I'm talking about books I've read before. Because if people want to,
But 9 times out of 10, if you put a book up there, if they didn't like it, they ain't gonna like it.
No, they probably like it. I mean, there's different things that people like that I don't like. But I'm saying that
That ain't how it works.
there's certain stories in the book that are good.
Well, that's how you should start. That's how you should
But
start it off.
this book is a compilation. It's Asian stories. I think Chinese. I gotta take. Yeah, these are all Chinese stories, and I think I like two of them in the book. But they're a compilation of different stories, and so it's a real easy read. Go ahead. What are you reading?
So, went to the library this week, and as I was perusing, you like that?
No.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
You like them word. I came across this book, and it's called "You Can't Touch My Hair" by Phoebe Robinson, and other things I still have to explain. For those that don't know, Phoebe Robinson and her partner Jessica Williams, they had a comedy podcast called Two Dope Queens or whatever. She's a comedian. She's from Cleveland, grew up in Bedford, went to Gilmore Academy. And what struck me about this book is, reading about, me being a black male and talking to other, black women about,
Other black women.
Yeah, well, talking to black women.
Okay.
They were like,
Yeah. Okay.
they're like, what the? I don't know what you're talking about.
Gender reveal. Go ahead.
Yeah, but talking to black women, at one point or time in their life, they've come across, people from other races that want to touch their hair or, want to see the texture of their hair or whatever. So, I just picked this book because it's just giving me some insight, just me being a black man, about, what, black women have to go through. And, her going to Gilmore Academy, she talks about how she was the only black person in her graduating class and how she wished she had another, African American woman and black woman to, identify with her and stuff like that. And she also talks about, things that, typical things that she like, that's kind of, I don't want to say weird, but it's not, I don't want to say accepted. It's just like she likes certain things that, like African American women like or whatever, or African American people like TV shows, books, some of the stuff that like how you watch Friends and I don't, which I feel like
I've went to sleep with Friends.
He enjoys
but
Friends.
I do not enjoy Friends.
Just like
there are a lot of shows that are not black shows that I watch that a lot of black people won't watch.
Yeah.
But Friends is not one. I never liked Friends.
Yeah, so this book right here, like, would I buy this book? This book came out in 2016. It's a real easy read right now. I'm on page like 60 something. I mean, like, if you want to support a local person or whatever, I could see you purchasing this book, even though it was put out in 2016 or whatever. But it's some interesting things.
2016, that's not long ago.
Well, you always talk about me having old books, like they gotta be.
But I'm saying 2016. No, 2016. The books are timeless, dude.
Okay, so next time when I got a book, you be like, oh, you got another old book.
No, I was talking about the. No, that ain't what I meant. By
You
the
talk about my old book.
No, I read new and I read older books, man. I mean, some of the classics are like really, really good books. I mean,
anyways,
Catcher in the Rye, great book.
What's that about?
Pride and Prejudice.
That's about rye bread.
No, it's a really, really good book. It's not. You gotta read it. You sound really.
No,
you sound very idiotic. And you sound like somebody. You sound like somebody that's not gonna read that book. Oh yeah, that was. I get it. Oh, I thought it was. Yeah.
But
joke.
Yeah, but when I get finished reading this book, I'm pretty sure it's gonna be decent. It's been a good read so far. So, if you want to buy it to support somebody that's from the Cleveland area, I could see you doing it. So, yeah. So shout out.
So don't touch Eric's hair that he doesn't have.
Yeah.
Our first topic is radio DJ, DJ Envy from The Breakfast Club. is really he's going viral right now because of his connection with a quote unquote Ponzi scheme with what's the guy name? His last name is Pina. No, his name is Cesar Pina. He was his DJ Envy's partner.
Cesar Pina.
No, it's
Cesar Pina.
Caesar.
Cesar.
Whatever. So, federal prosecutors said Pina amassed a significant social media following through his partnership with Envy to attract his investors. Envy and Pina frequently teamed up for seminars to pitch opportunities to flip properties, often in distressed areas in New Jersey.
No.
Now,
all of this is alleged.
all this is alleged information, but as alleged in the complaint, Pina exploited celebrity status and social media to develop a devoted following of potential victims. And I was looking at his video. He was talking about DJ Envy was supposed to promote him on the show, and he wasn't really living up to the promotion. But you know, he's trying to involve DJ Envy now, quote unquote. Now, allegedly, they were already at the iHeartRadio, and they were searching and they were trying to find evidence. They took some laptops allegedly and tried to see, you know, about prosecuting. But I watched this video earlier where when DJ Envy talked about he wanted to start going into real estate, where Joe Budden told him that he gonna end up in jail.
It sounded like a Ponzi.
It sounded like a Ponzi scheme. Yeah. So you know, so I saw that, and I don't know, but you know, prayers to DJ Envy. Hopefully, you know, he had no connection with this. Hopefully, he was just trying to help this brother out to build up his.
Yeah.
But you know, but there's two sides. There's two sides.
Yeah, you never know. I don't know what this, because wasn't it? I think they was talking about it, and DJ Envy was trying to explain his side of it. Whatever. Charlamagne was telling him, like, I don't think, because he was saying that his lawyer told him that he shouldn't be talking about it, but he felt like he wanted to, you know.
They always want to do that,
and Charlamagne warned him. He like, man,
don't do that.
If I was you,
they always want to do that because you want to know what that causes. That causes the court of public opinion. Yeah. And the court of public opinion is the worst place to be. Because when I go through comments and I see how people be like making comments about stuff they don't know they don't have an idea of it, but they have an opinion about it, and they don't have a total idea of what's going on. Yeah. They say stuff, and I don't know, man. Somebody could be like on a jury and see some of the nonsense that they put up and be like, you know what, I really think that too.
Yeah. And I feel like if you planning, I mean, you can sit up there and defend yourself on your show, but people gonna still have it. That people still gonna feel the way they want to feel anyway. So you might as well just defend yourself in the court of law. So I mean, I don't see what defending yourself on the Breakfast Club is going to do for people in the comments. You know, you know, hey. That's all I gotta say on that. I mean,
hopefully DJ Envy do not get
hopefully
prison time for
it wasn't nothing
for this Ponzi scheme. Well, it sounds like old boy is gonna do
and
it's gonna get some type. It's gonna be some type of repercussions for this whole thing. But hopefully, because y'all know I love the Breakfast Club, and whew.
But why was they going through iHeart computers? Like, was they doing? Was they doing the work? Was he working on?
Dude, when I saw that, I'm like, what is going on? But so
for them to take some computers, somebody's saying something.
Yeah, somebody they take a computer, or somebody probably there just like they probably ain't even nobody from like the FBI or nothing like that. They probably just saw somebody taking computers home. You know, when the computers get old, they be like, they're like, them had to be FBI agents. Yeah.
So word of advice: if you ever under investigation and your lawyer tell you to shut your mouth,
shut your mouth. But you know, it be us. We always want to open our mouth and say something for real, and it be like the celebrities, us, and it be us like just, you know what, you could always. What's the word I'm looking for? Persecutors? Is that the word I'm looking for? You could always make things worse for yourself. Opening your mouth. I can't think of the word. Opening your mouth, you can always make things worse for yourself. So make sure you just don't say nothing. When your lawyer say don't say nothing, shut your mouth.
And that's why you hire a lawyer.
That's why you hire a lawyer, because the lawyer knows more than you. But a lot of people know more than everybody else. Okay, it's sad news. I saw that Suzanne Summers passed this week, and the reason why I wanted to talk about Suzanne Summers passing is because when I was younger and
Me too.
in Jamaica, not the Jeffersons, the Three's Company was one of the shows we were forced to watch because we only had one channel.
Well, I know growing up we had maybe 3 or 4 channels, and
so we had to watch Three's Company. So like, it was funny because when I told my dad like Suzanne Summers passed, and he was like, "Who is that?" And then my mom like Chrissy found Three's Company, and then he like, and I started singing the song. He like, "Oh, me know who that," and then he knew exactly who it was. I'm like, "Yeah, that song is a part of everybody. Is a part of my childhood because we had to watch Three's Company." And I heard, allegedly, I heard she was worth $100 million upon her death.
She did have that workout. Didn't she have a workout videos?
She had workout videos. She had that one show that I used to like. What's that show? What's that show called? And it was like she married the guy. He already had kids. It was like a 90s show.
I think I kind of.
It kind of reminded me of it was like a less cornier version of Full House. Not Full House. The Brady Bunch.
Oh man, I can't think of the name. But I think I know what you're talking about.
But it was a decent show for that time period. I mean, I can't see myself laughing at it now. But sometimes I still watch Three's Company.
Yeah, me too.
Only on YouTube.
It comes on a certain.
I watch it on YouTube. I watch it on YouTube. So because I watch YouTube like it's TV.
Yeah, but for you younger people out there, that's what we grew up off of. Three's Company, I Dream of Jeannie, Andy Griffith,
Mary Tyler Moore.
Yeah, that's what.
Let me see what the Beverly Hillbillies.
Yeah, the Beverly Hillbillies.
The Jeffersons.
That's when TV.
Sanford and Son.
Yeah, that's when TV was black and white. We didn't have no color. We only had 3, 5, and 8.
Okay,
and 43.
It was not black and white. That's y'all.
We had black and white TV.
That's because y'all were poor. But
what you mean was?
It was your poverty. That was your poverty poor status that made you have black. I'm like, dude, black and white. What is this, the 50s? Dude, we had black and white TV.
Hey man, I'm not gonna lie. I still like when there's nothing on TV. I do still watch Andy Griffith.
I have never watched an episode of Andy. Never watched an episode of Andy Griffith.
Man, listen.
This sounds really crazy. It's one of my favorite shows to watch like that because I still watch like older shows. Beverly Hillbillies.
Yeah.
Beverly Hillbillies is just like, and then when you watch some of that stuff, you want to know what's crazy? Yeah. I watch stuff from like when Three's Company, like some of them shows. Three's Company, Mary Tyler Moore.
Oh, we forgot Gilligan's Island.
Gilligan's Island. Yeah. Man, watch some of them shows. Them shows were so sexist.
Oh yeah,
they were so like they would not last nowadays.
Yeah, Happy Days.
Yeah, them shows was like so sexist. I be watching. I'm like, dang, this is crazy.
Bonanza.
Never watched Bonanza.
It
was too serious. Whatchamacallit? I used to like Dukes of Hazzard.
Yeah.
Dukes of Hazzard.
The Confederate.
Oh yeah. Yeah,
hey, we ain't know.
I ain't know no better. Plus, I was from Jamaica. I was a little kid. We ain't know no better. We we thought Confederate flag. We thought that it was another American flag. I swear to God, I used to think it was another American flag. I was like, that's an American flag.
Well, some people do think it's a.
Well, it's not.
Yeah, but some people.
But those are the shows from back in the day, and
Yeah, rest in peace, Suzanne Summers.
Suzanne Summers.
Grew up off you.
So next topic I saw was Suge Knight is looking to launch a podcast from prison. What is it called? I forgot the name of it. I should have wrote it down. No, here, I do have it right here.
Welcome to Death Row.
Yeah, no, it's Suge Knight starting podcast from prison, barking back at Snoop, Akon, Wack, P, everybody. So I don't have the name of it, but he wants to start a podcast for prison where he's gonna like do interviews and things, and I'm here for it.
Me too. I mean, like I'm not a Suge Knight fan because of stuff we heard that he used to do back in the day or whatever.
And he's like the biggest Tupac. He's a Tupac fan,
But I do feel there's been a lot of people that's been talking about him, that been having his name in their mouth or whatever. So I mean, he do have a right to defend himself and, you know, give his side of things too.
Because I was just saying you're a Tupac fan, like little kids like Superman fan. Like, it's like, this dude is, you're grown. Like, if you say anything about, I'm like, Tupac was like a regular person. No, he wasn't. He was a superhero. I'm like, Tupac was not needing to go to LaGuardia. Tupac went to a school like LaGuardia. He went to a school where LaGuardia is a school in New York. You ever seen Fame? Fame?
Yeah, was Fame real?
Yeah, it was based on all right, School of Arts.
Okay, I know a School of Arts.
Okay, but the Fame was like the School of Arts of New York. Now people went to LaGuardia.
I just remember the one black dude off of Fame.
Yeah, but it was based on a real school. Now LaGuardia have people like the Wayne brothers, Al Pacino.
Don't they got an airport name? An airport named LaGuardia? You know
I don't know. But I'm just saying, like, this school was like a really good school.
Oh, okay.
So it's like for arts, for like acting and stuff like that. Okay. You made me lose my train of thought. We was talking about Tupac, and I said Tupac went to a school, and I'm saying Tupac was a regular person, and I'm saying that a lot of Tupac. We were saying a lot of Tupac, the idea of Tupac is an idea, and it's something that's easy to be sold. Like Tupac was a regular person, but he was still created by the media and by the record companies. That
all right, man. Let's go back to Suge.
No, I'm just saying like you, but I'm just saying that, because a lot of y'all act like Tupac wasn't like a regular person that was based on an idea, and it'd be irritating me when you do
that's
that.
everybody in the entertainment business.
But it's like you be acting like I'm not.
That's
but you act like that's something.
And that's all the music.
But you act like that's something bad. I'm not saying that Tupac didn't believe some of the stuff that he believed in, but he still was trapped in an idea.
So why everybody only do? So why you only say that when you talk about Tupac? You don't say that when you talk about Jay-Z, or you don't say that when you talk about or Biggie.
Yeah, they all are. They're all like an idea. Like I said it about Tupac because people get so into like this whole nostalgic way of feeling where they feel like he's like Generation V or he's like a Marvel hero. Now, I'm saying that a lot of stuff about Tupac. I'm not dissing anything about Tupac. I'm just saying that Tupac was a regular person, but he just had like a. And guess what? And then you are how old? Never mind. Don't tell me how old you are. But Tupac died when he was like in his early 20s. So 25. Okay, he was 25. So quit. So you're up here, just really, just worshiping a 25-year-old man. But anyway, let's go back to the Suge Knight and the ideas of somebody 25 years. But Suge Knight is.
Well, he was older than me, so.
Yeah, he was older than me too, but I'm just saying his.
All right, go back to Suge, man.
Yeah, Suge is coming up with a podcast because I don't like the fact that when I say stuff like that, you make it seem like I'm saying something negative about Tupac. I'm just humanizing him, and people you can't humanize him. It's like talking to a beehive person, like telling them when you try to humanize because it's the same thing. Because when I talk to people about like Beyonce, they like or people that love Beyonce. Beyonce is very talented. She's a great artist. And then when I talk to them and try to humanize her, they like get mad. It's like she's still a human being. I'm humanizing Pac. So
Tupac was more than music. He was
okay. Yeah, you sound like you're 6. But go ahead.
He's why I feel like I'm 6?
It just sounds very like
a fought for his people, man.
Okay.
Black Panthers.
Yes. Okay. All right. Tupac was.
All right, go back to Suge,
Black Gandhi. Okay, but yeah. So I'm here for it, and I'm here for Suge doing the podcast. I didn't say anything bad about him. I just humanized him. Not humiliate him. I humanized him. But y'all had that. But yeah, we already talking about Pac.
So what you think Suge Knight gonna talk about?
He gonna talk about everything, but I think that a lot of stuff he gonna leave out though, because he think he gonna still.
Yeah,
he's still gonna keep a gangster code, and he's not gonna run his mouth too much.
Yeah, I mean, like you said, I think that I'm for it too, but I don't think it's gonna be too informative because a lot of times what he does, interviews or you talk to people, whatever, he never really answers anything because like you say, he sticks to a code. Yeah. So I don't know how informative it's gonna be or how interesting it's gonna be, but he do have a right to defend himself about people that's been talking about him in the past. I mean, so
Yeah, so I'm here for it. And keep an eye out for Suge Knight and his podcast.
you think we can get him on the show?
No. How we? Oh yeah, we can have him call in. But no, I'm good. Okay, so now we on the final part of our show
which is our feature topic.
Feature topic. So go ahead and let them know what those good feature topics are.
Okay, so we're down to 2 topics now.
Yeah.
2 good topics.
Our guest is gonna jump in every now and then.
So topic number 1: do you prejudge people off of looks? And topic number 2, man, I've been explaining it. Go back, music flashbacks, and if you have a music flashback to a certain period of your life, and if so, please explain. So, man, I hope we get topic number 1. I don't want to talk about music flashbacks.
You see that new topic that I put in today?
No, I didn't.
Okay, well, look in there again. I put in a new topic.
So we still have a few more topics before we go to the new topic.
But it's still, it's 2 more weeks. This week and then next week, and then we go back.
You just like argue with me, don't you?
No, go ahead, check it out. I ain't looking.
No, go ahead, man. Cause I'll put them in there. So.
Yeah. All right.
And we should just shot them like dice, man. You pick topic number 2.
How you know?
And topic is
Number one.
Do you prejudge people off of looks?
Yes.
Okay.
I do, and not all the time.
I feel like,
but I have unconsciously done it.
Yeah.
Like basically, like you see somebody, you be like, man, this person look like like they look like they up to no good, and then you just like, and then sometimes you get a discernment, like you just get like a feeling, like, and then sometimes it be correct, sometimes it don't.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I feel like people like, and people do it all the time. Like people, like the first thing people say when they see somebody attractive, they did a crime. They be like, "Why would they do that?" You know what I'm saying? People say, "Why would they do that?" Like it's like you gotta be ugly to break the law. Like even though a lot of times they never mind. But go ahead.
Yeah, I think it's human nature that we do it, be it good or be it bad. Looking at a person's facial expression, how a person walks, how a person carries himself. I mean, there are a lot of times we're wrong.
But most of the times we're. No, I'm just playing. I'm just playing.
But just like how you talk about a person that's visually attractive,
aesthetically.
Aesthetic.
Yeah, go ahead.
A person that's aesthetically attractive, we tend to think that, oh, that's a good person. This person could do no wrong. This person is just the gift to the earth, and we could see somebody that's not aesthetically pleasing. And aesthetically pleasing is each person has a different view of how they view people and see people. So.
And the thing is, sometimes our experiences, based on how we look, create who we are. Yeah. So sometimes that you have people that are not a sight for sore eyes, or a face only a mother could love, and they do like messed up things because they've been treated this way all their life. Yeah. So it forces them to be mean. Then sometimes you have people that are like pleasing, aesthetically pleasing, and are good-looking people, and sometimes they don't get their own way because they're used to getting their own way, and they react. So I feel like a lot of it, too, is a lot of psychological base.
Yeah. So basically, you could like we always talk about on this show. This could include colorism.
Yeah, I remember like growing up, like I used to get talked. I used to get treated bad because I was dark.
Yeah.
And and I had friends that were lighter than me that used to get treated, and people, because kids are mean, people would tell you, you an African booty scratcher, go back to Jamaica, go back with your you know what I'm saying? That's why when people be like, you ain't Jamaican, I'm like, psh, I had an accent back in the day, I used to get picked on, and people used to be like, African booty scratcher, you just started wearing clothes, you know what I'm saying? Look how black he is, you know what I'm saying? People used to say stuff. It didn't affect me like how.
So that was my next question. So, you know, you being a comedian and everything, you know, telling jokes, being funny, which is subjective.
Can
I finish?
Go ahead. But no, I messed up on something that I said.
Oh, go ahead.
It did affect me, but it didn't affect me tremendously to the point where I am like depressed over it because it stopped after I got like around like high school. Like nobody really cared about that.
So what I was getting at, you know, you being a comedian, telling jokes, and you being funny, which is subjective.
Okay, you learning these words from me, but you still don't know how to use them completely.
So, do you? And this is me asking you a question.
Well, there's no one else here to ask me. Go ahead.
It's me asking you a question.
No, go ahead.
You telling jokes or whatever, was that a defense mechanism or was it something that you naturally had?
That's a good question because it probably was a defense mechanism. Thinking about it, because it's like you got to think fast.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. Somebody coming with, but then it is a natural thing because I feel like my family's funny. You know what I'm saying? Like my dad is funny. Mm-hmm. My middle brother is funny. Okay. My oldest brother subjectively funny. and my mother,
you know you're gonna say something.
And my mother funny when she wanna be. Yeah. So, sometimes. But so it's kinda like it's a family thing, but then you used it when you went to school because, you know, like pretty smart, pretty quick with coming up with stuff, but I had to use it because I know people go, because that's what we did back in the day, play the dozens, crack on each other.
Yeah, and I like me too. Like I'm short, so I used to always get all
really
all the short jokes. I still do get the short jokes or whatever. But like you said, you had to be quick on your toes, you know, to get people up off of you and everything. So, I mean, that's how we grew up. What about people whose appearance, like they don't, do you judge people off their appearance, like clothing wise? Like if they don't have the, you know, the expensive clothing, the in style clothing, what's hot?
Back in the day, yeah, I'm grown now, but back in the day I did used to judge people based on that. But I was a kid. I was like, that stopped like after high school. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Where I used to like, everybody used to make fun. They'd be like, "Here comes Terrence." Because what I used to do is I used to go in their collars and say, "Oh, that ain't even name brand." You know what I'm saying? I used to do that back in high school, but that's how we played back then. You know what I'm saying?
But was you using that was you using that because you had got picked on because of your appearance and your looks and everything? Was you doing that because it's like,
I've looked several different ways growing up. Like I remember in the 9th grade I was 360 pounds, and by the end of 10th grade, 11th grade I was 165. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So people used to pick on me, you know what I'm saying, before became the people that became my friends. You know what I'm saying? And I became a part of like the cool crowd and all of that, and it was and then it was kind of like this payback too for all them fat jokes. So it was kind of like, let me make y'all life hell, because I used to make
And I think a lot of times, not only like, you know, when we was younger and like judging people, it's like we kind of like judge ourselves and our self-esteem or whatever, and we don't realize how much things like affect us. Like I'm gonna use me for an example. Like growing up, you know, my parents, they made sure we had a roof over our head, we had food and everything. We didn't have the in-style clothing and stuff like that. Yeah, I was one time. So we didn't have. Well, I'll just talk about you right back.
Yeah,
but
with your buddies on.
No, man, we had
with your pro wings.
We didn't have no buddies. I mean, we had Nike, we had name brand stuff, but we wasn't having the Jordans and all the in brand stuff.
Value City Nikes.
Yeah, Value City. Yeah, no, it wasn't no Value City Nikes, bro. We would go to Foot Locker. We would go to shoe stores. We have Foot Action and Akron, Foot Action, all that stuff. But you know, as I got older and I was able to work or whatever, it was just like, okay, you know, I want to be part of the in crowd because I know that's the end thing or whatever. So I think that's why, you know, I have so many pairs of shoes now is because, one, I couldn't get all the shoes that I wanted when I was younger because my parents couldn't afford them. So I was like, hey, when I start working, I'm going to buy shoes. And like now, man, I got like over maybe 100 pairs of shoes. Like I have shoes I haven't even
Yeah,
worn.
you got like ridiculous.
Yeah, it's a ridiculous amount. So I think that has a lot to, you know, deal with my psyche because, like, even with my son now, like I make sure that my son, he's still 8 years old, and my son, and I'm gonna kind of segue back to, you know, him or whatever. Like my son, he has nice clothes and everything. He has Nikes, but he's not into like the Jordans and stuff like that. I bought him Jordans, and they're not comfortable. But I think a lot of it, appearance wise or whatever, had to do with, you know, being in the inner city. Because like my son, he's in the suburbs, and they don't really
care,
pay attention to that type of stuff.
Yeah.
So, you know, when it comes to, you know, appearance is not really big on how it was when we was growing up.
Yeah, because I know it was like, dude, you get talked about so bad. Yeah, I made sure I had name brand.
Yeah. And like, I'm like, people judge me off of how I look now because people always say I look mean. I guess I just have a natural mean look. And I'm not going to lie, a lot of times I don't want to be approached and I don't feel like talking. But I've been told this, once people talk to me and get to know me, they're like, oh man, you real cool. Like, I didn't know you was this cool.
Go ahead.
Man, why you hating, man?
Did I say it out loud? I'm hungry. I say stuff out loud that I didn't know. That thought I was an inner thought. But
yeah, but I mean, I don't feel like I'm mean per se. I just feel like a lot of times I don't want to be bothered, or, you know, I'm an introvert. I'm not an extroverted person. You know, I really don't take to new people or like that. So I guess when people see me and they see my appearance and they see the way I look, it's not that I'm looking mean to try to be mean or tough or whatever. I guess it's just my natural look.
Can I ask you a question?
Yes, sir. You can ask me anything.
Yeah, is it because you're short? Because a lot of short people just
and I get that too.
Yeah, because I've got a brother that's short.
Yeah,
and he's meaner than the rest of us.
You know what?
And I know people like, because it's like short people. They be like, they act, not every short person, but I have met short people that it's like a Napoleon complex. Like
I wouldn't say it's a Napoleon complex.
It is a Napoleon complex. That's what it's called.
How you gonna tell me?
Because that's what it's called.
I'm talking about
oh yeah, you always like to refer everything back to just
because that's all I know. That's all.
Then get out and know some more pieces. Go ahead.
No, but what I've had to deal with is because I am short. A lot of guys, especially men that's taller or whatever, think that I'm an easy lick or I'm an easy win or whatever because they feel like they taller than me or whatever. Like so
it is a Napoleon complex.
No, it's
because
not.
That is how a Napoleon complex is described.
Because there's certain things like dudes like that I've noticed guys will do, and other people that's around me notice that guys will do or whatever. Just because I'm shorter than them, Napoleon like complex. They'll, you know, stare.
Can I say something?
Yes, sir.
So there are times that you display this Napoleon complex, and you'll call me in a situation, and I'll be like, "Dude, that's probably not even what's going on. It's because you're short."
Maybe
like the gym thing.
Oh, the gym! I get it all the time.
But I felt like that's not even what's going on because in my mind, because sometimes we think what we think is going on. I'm sure your therapist tell you this. Mm-hmm. Sometimes what we think is going on is not even what's going on. Like,
yeah, but I've had situations in the gym. I'm gonna give you an example. One time I was in the gym.
I make sure that's what it is before it's.
Can I give an example? I remember one time I was in the gym and I was doing pull-ups. So anybody that works out, you know, it's hard doing pull-ups.
Did somebody have to? Go ahead.
I jumped up and grabbed.
So you would have got the chair.
It was better when I worked out at LA Fitness. You know, they had the little thing in the machine, the thing in the middle, and you could step on the bar.
Yeah.
So I was doing pull-ups, right? So I do my 10 pull-ups or whatever. Some guy come over there taller than me. This dude comes over there, look me up and down like this. I don't know, dude. Looks me up and down and proceeded to do 10 pull-ups. As to say, like, oh, you know, just because you doing pull-ups. I'm like, dude, this is not no competition.
Okay. But that sound like that still could be like a. I was waiting to use that machine. Are you done?
I wasn't on the machine. I was at the pull-up bar.
That's what I'm saying. The pull-up bar. I was waiting to use that pull-up
The
bar.
whole section of pull-up bars. He could use this.
So he used the same one you use.
No, he went to the one right next to me.
Okay, so he didn't even use one that you used.
But he walked over there and looked up. He looked at me like Bernie Mac, like I was small. He looked at me like this.
Like I was small. So
He did. He looked me up and down.
But he said, did he say out his mouth, "You are small," and this is why I'm looking at you like
No,
this?
probably not. 'Cause I probably would just. Smack.
Okay,
I
so
probably would have took off on him.
So that probably wasn't even the.
Come on, man. If I walk up to you in the gym and I look you up and down, you're not gonna feel some kind of way about it.
No, I don't really care. Dude, we're two different people.
Man.
Dude, people do that all the time. Man, people do that. I know this one dude do that all the time, and it be two dudes do that all the time.
But
and you know what's funny?
What?
They follow me on Instagram. They follow me on Instagram because one of them I didn't even know that they follow me on Instagram. So dude see me mean, mugging, and then one day I was promoting our show, and I sent the show to dude, and I'm like, I didn't even know who it was. So I just sent the show down. I'm like, this the dude that be mean mugging me all the time. And you know what? I was like, I'm following back. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? He followed him, following back. But I see him like after I sent him to promote the show, still be mean mugging me. Every time he see me. Won't say what's up, just mean mugging me. I'm like, well, I'm glad you're a fan though. So
But you do use so what are you getting at though?
I'm just saying I'm just saying that I don't know why he's mean mugging me, right?
Yeah.
It's none of my business because it ain't affecting me. I don't give a about him mean mugging me. Like I really don't give a. I kind of did, but I didn't. You know what I'm saying? I'm still going on with my life. So it's really not that important. And I'm just saying, like, I'm not gonna have a whole story on why this person doing something that's going on in their head that ain't got nothing to do with me. But even though it's something towards me, and then sometimes I swear it was just one dude that worked out at the gym. I ain't gonna say his name. I think he watched the show. I don't know. But for years, I used to think this dude hated me, right?
Yeah.
Because I see him, he'd be like, but dude don't even like care about nobody. Like it's not even paying attention to people like that. But I used to always see him like he just walk by like be looking, but it's like he just that's just his personality.
But I think people judge. I think like even like you've worked out with me before a few times or whatever, and I could push a heavy amount of weight in the weight room. And there's been times where I'll be bench pressing or pushing weights, and I see dudes looking at it, and I just get the impression they be thinking like, "Oh, he's short. I can do the same thing too," and then they can't do it.
Okay, so this must be on the Smith machine. Because this Planet Fitness and the
man, y'all lifted weights at Lifetime without no Smith machine. Come on,
bro.
Don't you try to,
but I'm saying this is Planet Fitness stories. So it's kind of like I was waiting that y'all pushing at Planet Fitness. Like this must be the Smith machine, but the Smith machine still kind of supports differently, so you can push more weight on the Smith machine than a regular bench. But go ahead, Smith machine, Smith.
Smith machine. That's my new name, Smith machine.
Yeah, go ahead. Because this dude telling these Planet Fitness stories like this a real. Never mind. Planet Fitness is a real gym, but it's a real different type of gym. It ain't known for pushing heavy weight. But go ahead.
So
they go up to 75 pounds.
So when we talk about prejudging people off looks, you know, you're in the film industry, right?
Somewhat.
In the entertainment industry, right? So do you feel like there's certain things like you have to, especially when it comes to filming people, not only just women but men, that you prejudge them before like you see them audition or anything like that? I
don't think that's prejudging. I think that's actually prejudging is like,
or like you can see a person and be like, oh, this person will look good as a character such and such. Yeah. But then come to find out like they couldn't like.
That's their acting skill though. That ain't really.
But is that prejudging? Like thinking that they
that's prejudging. But that's not really prejudging. That's hoping. Like, because when I see people, I'm like, they could, you be like, I hope they could act. That's what, you know what I'm saying? Because I can see them doing that part. I don't never prejudge, but this dude can act. Unless I know, you know what I'm saying? Because, you know, doing like the indie films and stuff that we do, like, I know, like, there's certain people like Hakeem. Like, I already know him, and I know he can act. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like Herbert. Like, I know Herbert can act. You know what I'm saying? But then there's like, or what's her name? Who? She was in the cab. She put LJ. Like I know LJ can act. You know what I'm saying? I know certain people you know they can act, but people that you don't know, it's not a prejudge. It's a hope. And then sometimes you what you mean by prejudge is like she's so pretty, she needs to be. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But sometimes they can't really act. And I think that's hope. I don't think that's prejudge.
Because we really gonna talk about relationships on here. Because if you want to hear a relationship, you go to other podcasts. But we not doing that. But in life, in your past, present, or future, have you ever prejudged a young lady or a woman off of her looks?
Yeah,
when you was dating?
Because you're younger.
Yeah.
You're younger.
But did it work? But did it work out Did it work out like you had planned?
No, because you're younger. You don't know. You don't know. You don't know. So when you're younger, you don't know shit. You don't know nothing. So you like thinking that this person, and it's like prejudging. I think that it could be bad, but that's human nature. Mm-hmm. That we prejudge and we predestine what things are going to be. Based on looks.
Yeah, I feel like we do it. I feel like we do it all the time. You know, either we know we do it or we just, just don't know we doing it. So,
all right. Well, thank you.
Just rushing me back. How you know I ain't got more to say about prejudging? Hey, matter of fact, how about y'all don't be prejudging us and like, share, and subscribe.
Yeah, like, share, and subscribe. Thank you for tuning in to another great episode of Thought OPPS. I am one of your hosts, Steel Biz. This is our guest. Thank you, our guest Bunzai. And
if you made it this far in the show, we got some announcements. It's going to be coming pretty soon.
Yeah. So different things that we doing. So all right. So
stay tuned.
Stay tuned. So thank you for another great episode of Thought OPPS. Good night. Peace.